Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. Hello, Dragon. First one here. Think we're rolling. Sound effects on the menu. Let's just see if everything sounds all right when we load up here. Catherine has successfully transferred Simon's mind into a new body. Not exactly transferred. Copied. That was the most important point at the end of the stream yesterday. But we're in a new body, sort of, capable of withstanding extreme pressure. They're now ready for the abyss. More precisely, we are a battery, a Cortex chip, and a pile of goo inside a pressure suit. We don't really have a body anymore. We had a body. It wasn't our original body. It was a reanimated, semi-synthetic body. Hey, Tomalak, join in early. Cheers. So, okay, sound effects and things are working. I don't know why. I could have sworn the menu had a little ding, 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 ding noise that was missing today. But when we wrapped up yesterday, we had just, suppose you could say we had just killed ourselves, or at least an instance of ourselves. One of the themes of this game is the pondering of. They don't really say the pondering of the soul, but as we copy the mind, what does that mean for the copies? If the copies are truly copies, and the resulting copy, for all intents and purposes, is the same, has the same identity. I'm me. No, I'm me. We're both me. No sound. Okay. For you, Tomalak. You don't mean an issue with the stream. I gotcha. No sound for you. You're on mobile, and it's loud where you are. Well, this was us. The entire game up to this point, that was us in that body. You can see we didn't really have a head, not an organic one, and we were sustained by, well, we needed life support of some sort, and we disconnected that life support after we were copied into what we are now. We were supposed to be under duress because one of these proxies, or was that something other than a proxy? One of these horrible creatures was banging on the door and had chased us here. Our Omni tool has the AI, Catherine's AI in it. A personality, just like ours. The Simon Jarrett personality. Is that the correct name? I think that's our name. Simon Jarrett is in this memory chip, and it was also in that body. And since that body can't come with us down into the abyss, why we needed this pressure suit in the first place, it was going to have to stay here. Let's say it woke up. There'd be two Simon Jarretts. I have no grudge against original Simon Jarrett, but that Simon, and that's not even the original Simon Jarrett, but that Simon Jarrett was going to be stuck here with whatever's behind that door to maybe not starve, but just go crazy, play 1,600 games of chess with the computer and snap. I don't know. It wasn't some philosophical, I'm me now, not you. That wasn't why I pulled the battery. It was just anything that Simon Jarrett has left ain't gonna be a life. It wasn't some need to be the only Simon Jarrett. I think it's a rather cool idea having copies. I'm not saying I'd want a copy of me. I haven't really thought that far. But being this is a game and all, kind of neat idea. Doesn't bother me like it did. The people decided that continuity would only exist if after having their brain scanned for the art project, they killed themselves so that they could live on in the machine. Well, there's a serious disconnect there, if you ask me, and a bunch of scientists and engineers shouldn't have fallen for that. But Okay, guess we're leaving Omicron station, and we're headed on the climber to the abyss. What was the original plan to get into the abyss? For some reason we couldn't shuttle. There's something we couldn't take into the abyss, and the original manual method is to go on a climber of some sort. I think we're rated for 5,000 meters depth in this suit. Feet, meters? I think it was 5,000 meters. How far are we going? The Dunbat, thank you. Dragon, we were going to take the Dunbat, but the Dunbat was kind of a subunit, special subunit, was taken over by the WoW, which is the... I wouldn't even go so far as to call the WoW murderous, although deaths are resulting. Maybe murderous is fair, but the WoW is an AI gone bad. Whoa, that can't be right. Find out. I don't think I was supposed to jump. We gotta go slowly. Slowly. Way too much pressure. You died. Okay. Open. Let's see what we can activate here. We can still run in this pressure suit. Well, that's good to know. So. At a glance, I don't actually see anything else. Wonder if we can grab the cable or found headphones in the bag. Right on. I'm gonna take another death drop to see if I can grab onto the wire. Sound after all. Sound world after all. Hey, Kath, you got any advice? No, she's not plugged in anywhere, so I guess we can't hear her. I still think the Omni tool should be able to give us data. And there's no interact with the broken ladder, not that that would do much. Alright, I'm jumping and we're gonna try and grab the cable or something. Okay, that's not working, we're gonna die. Is there something else we can get to? Platform? No. Say goodnight. Lovely. I wonder if you used all those robobots, would your character there have more of those tendrils on it? Think about the suit we're in. I'm not sure that came out of there. Let's try going this way. There's a lift. So I was just going to where there was no climbing unit available and jumping through a hole. See what the climbing unit is supposed to look like. I don't know about you, but I think that was worth it. So tendrils in the suit. Would he have any? I mean, we got in a suit that another body had been in. If there were any tendrils on this thing, it would be... I mean, we just transferred to a new chip. Why would we have any tendrils that weren't already there? Okay, this makes a little more sense. It's a multi-seater. And, yep.
Are we done here?
Yeah.
Activate the climber, please.
Tendrils
Sure
on
thing.
that thing. Because of the modified chip. Passengers. One passenger. VCR. Stop, ascend, descend.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
Why does it matter if there's the speed it goes at? Sunlit zone, rich in light and oxygen.
Have we figured out what happens when we die yet? Is that even possible? Is there some kind of afterlife? Do you think my place is taken? The real me died like 100 years ago. Is there still room for me? And what about the Simon I killed at Omicron? What do you think, Catherine? Is there a heaven full of redundant copies of the same people? Is there someone up there who called me an imposter? It's dumb luck, right? And I woke up in the right body.
Twilight zone.
Basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron.
Poor
I
light,
mean,
lack
there's
of
nowhere to
oxygen.
know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
Midnight
I don't
zone.
know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arm so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Can't remove it even? Or I understand the justification for why we so electromagnetic lock on the Omni tool until it's properly released. That's pretty. hang out and stare at those things for a while. Let's see. Can we see anything? Last time we jumped, it didn't go so well. I have a feeling we don't have many choices. Maybe we can fix something? Instead of jumping off to our deaths again? Power reset. Come on, get this thing open. We've got choices after all.
Hey, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Good, huh?
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than moving.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
That was a low blow. We're not alone in here.
You did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
Did it, you did it, I will make preparations. Okay.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was gonna kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Depth.
Looks like we're
Not
closing in on
past
the ocean
4,000
floor.
meters.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following in your own footsteps, Kat.
When I have footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for town and find that arm.
Or maybe it's the other way around. Hey, Procyon. All right, Kath, we'll take you with. Error. Umar link needed to call climber. That would only matter if the climber leaves. The climber leaving? because I'd rather like to have it when we are done. A whole bunch of logs. 2103. Surprisingly high visibility for that deep. Yeah, what kind of lights are we using? Julia Dahl, Richard Holland. Sample collection, physical checkups. ARR, DEP. Check. ARR, Tau evacuation, September 13th. DEP failed. December 26th. Bringing the Ark to Phi. DEP. Not sure what to take away from all that. There's a good deal of bioluminescent material. What it all is. That's not why we have such visibility. I guess it's these lights. Sound we're hearing. Huh. Well, you know how humans like to get carried away with our computer systems. There's always someone. This thing's too far, cuts a corner, puts in a back
Come
door.
in, Tao. Please answer, Tao.
Something.
Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
Warning, fault line activity. Strong torrents expected. So we're hearing late shifts. Kind of creepy. Climber station, observatory. Going along, Tau before Phi. Hey, there's a head.
Jesus, did you see that?
Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them.
I can't fail, Glasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sarang. He'll know what to do.
Raj, you can tell them yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push for us. Almost there. We just...
Nice. So maybe that'll happen to us. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Johan Ross is voiced by the same guy who does Jonathan Ross in Vampire. What a coinky dink. Blue leads to Tau, red leads to the climber. Stay close to the lights. We want to stay close to blue lights. Distortion. Okay. They don't like the lights, though. I'm sure we'll be fine if we just... You know, the last guy was fine. It's ahead, am I right? It's just a... spot. They're gonna settle. Sure that'll keep anything out. Looks good and strong. Shit. All right, inventory. Illuminating artificial lure, collecting artificial lure, dried squid, fish flakes, frozen minnows, gripo, mushroom extract, plankton, stock, powdered cassava, powdered eggs, live bait, tank. Observation 134. Results. Put out dried squid, different bait, grilled shark, 150 centimeters. Rare shark approached the luminous lure, circled around to eat the dried squid. Unlikely that it frequents this depth, an anomaly. Observation 172. Lure Atlantic View, blue marlin, 40 pieces of anima, RAL. Target giant squid, 1,200 centimeters. Mantle the size of a man. Estimated length of the whole thing 10 to 12 meters. Frantic attack tore the marlin apart. As soon as we turned on the lights, it quickly fled the area. Clearly another specimen affected by the leaking structure gel. Partially covered in scales and newly formed bone structure protruding through the mantle. Take that, Captain Nemo. 188. Target unknown, 40 centimeters. The creatures disfigured by the gel are manic and will attack anything. Still hard to determine how WoW has affected their behavior beyond their apparent aggression and affinity with light. The creatures seem to hunt something particular, something not present in this ecosystem. Statistics. Item number 1, humpback whale. Population size. Okay. Width. What's the key to the graph? Red, yellow, blue. Which then sort of weird lanternfish, anglerfish, error enabled to load data. That red line. Are there any lights out here? I don't see any lights. Hauling ass to the lights. So I think this is came out a different door, so I think we're gonna go this way. There's still blue lights. Bluish. Something off in the distance. Something's nearby. No. Okay, well, the only light I see is that one. It's not a light. Box. It's good. Probably not very safe. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So something's getting us. There's a light. Light's about to get washed away. Just in case one of these lights does get washed away, let's keep an eye out for where the next ones are. Danger, don't touch. Insufficient power. Ooh,
Can
hey
you hear
Shags.
this? Anyone there?
This is Tau. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tau.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, We're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tao, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
Power nipples. Back outside. No functional controls here. Control. Observatory. Offline, landing, Tau. Okay. Just deployed an ROV of some sort to... Oh shit, I see, so I can follow it, the light. It may be too late, but I'm gonna try to catch up. And if this works, I'm gonna try to stay with it. I think I sort of see what's going on. I'm with you. I'm with you. Trying to be with you. Current's getting stronger. Holy fuck. That's big. Shit. Well. This is not sure which way we were going, but I have a feeling it's into the current. No, it's not this way. Okay, that did not bear fruit. What options do we have? With the current. No, I don't see any more lights. Well, shit. Does my light do anything? Okay, I do have my light. It just doesn't do much. I don't want to move out when it's twitching. But I don't know what direction to move out in at all. I feel like we came from that direction. And we were kind of going in that direction. The thing got eaten, taken off that way. Holy shit. I'm gonna try hugging the wall here again for a little ways. hugging the other wall. Well, something. Are we in its lair? It kind of feels like we're in its lair. I hope you like spiders. Holy shit! Go to the light. Nice. So well played. That was so well played. I see you. And yeah. Don't think there's much I can do here. Should I go this way? That was some really nice design there. Okay, so with the fish out there, we can kind of path. Once it paths one way, we can try to path away from it. I don't know what kind of a hone in on us attack mode it has. Just going this way. Now, we don't know if those fish care about the light or not. It might only deter other things, so I'm going to stay on the move here. Yeah, it's all atmosphere. The occasional jump scare, well placed, but mostly atmosphere and suspense. Like that. Oh, yeah, I see you. What want me to do? Is there another way to go? Walking, you only look in one direction. You mean here underwater when I'm literally going from one light to another? Like, why am I not looking off into the depths of the abyss where I'm if that's... You're damn right I'm only looking in one direction. Been mostly blackness. And if I keep panning around and we see a whole lot of nothing, I don't know, it almost takes away from the suspense. I know it's mostly blackness, but not knowing if there might be something out there. Even more suspenseful than finding out the answer when most of the time you know there's not.
happier to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
Dive room.
Welcome to Tau. What's left of it.
Are you guys alright? What happened here?
We ran out of real food long ago. People have been getting sick. Haven't heard from anyone in months.
No shit, they all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron.
Oh, God.
Listen, son. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega space gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut off the front section to preserve power.
All right, see you soon.
Okay, the third suit active, Tau. The second to last entry. Subject WOW. Huh. Or subject WOW. Maybe the WOW hacked the system, took out a suit. Suit 3. Who had the suit before WOW? Who had the suit after WOW? Sheeta. Food for thought. Our vision's a bit distorted. You could, we could heal up, but I don't want to touch the WOW. The WOW giveth, the WOW taketh away. I'm sure that part wasn't important. What's open, what's closed. Looks like it should be possible to get through some of the hallways. Out. And all the way up to the living area. So with the two entrances, the one we came in, go into the adjacent room, up from here, bottom of laboratories, exit there if we can, head down the hall. Don't know what else is around there, but maybe take a left, dead ends, follow it around. Nothing's gonna go according to plan, just... Come what may. mysterious hatch. Oh, fuck me. I'm not supposed to look at the proxies. Apparently my instinct to back the fuck off from that hatch was not off. Kidding me? Following us, or I'm crouched, right? Should be crouched. Let's go into a room. Yikes! Hey, boss. Control! Must learn control. You too, man. Site power info. Yoshida. Oh, we are fucked. But look! Maybe it'll just move on. Not moving on. Oh, sweet. I think that was Yoshida. Thanks, man. Hello? Anyone there?
Anyone there?
Not in the mood to talk to robots. No offense.
Well, that means there's someone there. Shit. Nope. Oh, come in. Come on, I wasn't done. Why am I? Come on. Help me out here. He's coming back in. Okay, we're here. We're not in the right place. Yeah, I can't. We're dead. Hi! I know. Wait, where did you... What? Where did you put me and why? I am confused. Where we first entered. Game over puts you back to the last safe place in the game. Yeah, but I'd already died in that spot, and it put me in that spot once, so why wouldn't it have put me in that spot twice? Like, why did we get thrown back? It was 2 deaths, but the first one didn't. Shit, do that. Do anything in here? On the panel, nothing. Didn't die the first time, you were only knocked out. I didn't even realize there was a separate mechanic somehow. You're only knocked out. Oh. Okay. It's all about the same to me. It may not be the same in the end. Maybe it'll affect the game. You die this many times, you're knocked out versus knocked out, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you what, it's all about the same to me. They got me. You're dead, Jim. You're knocked out, Jim. Okay, fine. So, we have 2 hit points, and the Robo-Butts restore 1. Oh. Okay. Just gonna hope the same thing happens and it wanders off. I'm guessing it's scripted to be near the entrance when the door hatch opens. When the footsteps speed up, kind of hear the footsteps and then at some point they speed up. That seems to be a safe-ish time to move on. Okay, when did I run into it? I ran back that way. We saw it back there. It may not be in the same spot at all, but I'm just, and also about the map. Stuff was, we've gone in that room. I don't know if we need to call the infirmary like we did before to find out that there was someone there. Hey, Rex. I looped around. I'm going back to the control room. Or I wanted to. I'm still at like crouch pace, which means if this thing sees, chases, and I need to run, I'm not really aware that I need to be running if I need to be running. Hey! Fuck you. That was a light. Not gonna work. Is it light sensitive? What the rules are, if I'm supposed to run or I'm supposed to not run. Some things we're definitely supposed to not run. Sure feels like I'm supposed to run, but you know, I'm only about, I'm not sure enough. One thing I'm sure of is that I am not sure. So gonna get us if I can't figure out where we're going at least. Control room, and we had the infirmary, but I didn't call them this time. Holy shit, you think I went around a couple times?
Anyone there?
Not in the mood to talk to robots. No offense.
The map. Shit, I wanted to look at the map, but it's gonna come in now. It's like it's on a... So... I could go... a blockage. I don't see how we're gonna get... I don't really see how we're gonna get anywhere. Fuck. Didn't work. I'll buy myself a little time. Did not work. If it heads me off, that's also not going to work. If it's trying to get through that door we just closed, instead of still being in the hall where it probably is. So there's just nothing to do there. How about that? Living quarters, living quarters, living quarters. Living quarters. It's either coming into this room or it's not. If I think it moves off a little, I'm gonna head for the living quarters. But it may be really, I don't know how far it may have moved. We're still twitching. It's right there. It's fucking right there. It's right there. I'm right fucked. Go, dude, go. Does it climb ladders? It probably climbs ladders. Woo! Oh! Damn. Hey, living quarters. Oh.
We have to leave.
Dried squid, minnows, repair paste. Intravenous? I know not what I do. Alright, I'm not ready to open any doors yet. I was just looking around.
Move on, Simon.
No! Why? There are things to look at. Aren't there?
Can't we do anything for him?
No, we're out of sedatives. If we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like this. Should have jumped the climber back to Omicron.
Without the Ark?
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
We'll all be dead one day. Then what?
We'll better keep it safe until then. Don't want the WOW to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
Sometimes it's hard to listen to slow dialogue when your mind is racing. Yeah.
There's nothing here.
There's something there. I'm just not sure we should go in. It doesn't look safe. Remotely locked. Johan Ross.
Swallow everything.
Dispatch. Report form 3AF post-impact notes. January 12th, minor structural damage. Radio knocked out. 17th, communications recovered. Omicron and the rest of Pathos 2 are all right. April 3rd, cross-site radio failing. Lumar probes keeps losing the link. Urgent fix needed. Tau can't retrieve the climber until the link is working. April 11th, visited by SSC Wolchek, Dahl, and Holland. System of biweekly visits established until communications back at 100%. September 13th, evacuation of Tau ordered. We're all leaving for Omicron. September 15th, swarmed by monsters and no radio. We're fucked. Hold on. Was which? Which one hit it? Mega. Is it Lisbon that it tripped up on? And Cadiz. About Phi. So all these are. One we couldn't make a link to was Lisbon. Exiting these terminals. Yoshida on the 26th, outgoing. Okay, where are we? Door locks. Infirmary is locked. Unlock it. Ross's cabin. Unlock with the code. Access tunnels. Stable. By proper launch site okay. Mission control okay. Assembler okay. Fully operational. Lisbon is on the surface. Ah. Good point. Okay. Unable to establish link. Wiped the fuck out. Sub. Mega space gun. Payload max 10 tons. 42,000 kilometers per hour. I think I have a code clue to unlock Ross's cabin. Just unlock the infirmary, though. This, push to call lift. And I had already hit the infirmary button just to see what the selector was like, and it moved something. A lift moved to the infirmary. Infirmary, comm room, dive room. People in the infirmary. That's where we contacted someone who said they didn't want to talk to robots, right? What if I hit call lift? After selecting infirmary. Oh, it moves it. Ah, here, okay. Lift. Common room. This is the lift. This, oh, yeah. Compact freight lift. Okay. So we can send it up to the infirmary, send it down to the dive room, call it here to the common room. That push to call lift button is kind of redundant since you have the 3 for the 3 levels, as long as you know you're... Never mind. Infirmary, I guess this would have been locked if we hadn't gotten to the terminal first.
You're different. Don't mind me.
Tell me you're human.
Are you human?
Sarah Lindwall, payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
How
I'd
are
say
you
so.
alive?
You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah.
There's no one alive at Omicron.
You've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of Pathos 2.
And, I'm the only living person you've met?
Or
You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
could be.
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the Gun at Phi. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to Tau. Just couldn't bring myself to let go. To tell you the truth, I don't have the strength to argue. And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one.
I'm glad you came by. Good to get this over with. If I knew you'd come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
Tells me you don't get out of the chair much.
I still can't believe I'm the last one. It's crazy.
creatures of nature up here. Waterfall. First place we can sit down and take a rest. Huh? So you really want me to
You
turn off the life
serious about me
support?
killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, this fucking sucks. I don't want to live like this.
Shouldn't we be doing something to keep you alive?
Why?
You're the last human. I just find it disrespectful to our entire history not to fight this. Sure, we have the Ark, but you're the real deal.
Thanks. That's probably the best compliment I've ever got. But the truth is that the Ark is all we have. We'll have to accept second best, you know?
None of this feels right.
Simon, I want to die.
Sarah.
Just think about it.
She's humming a little bit.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Please, just stay. What a crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray! Wish I could have died at home with my friends. You ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked Pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet, but she was cool.
I'll tell her you said so.
Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
Oi.
The black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
That was automatic this time. 2768. Something wants us to go in there. Interesting. Just gonna carry this around from now on. Doesn't quite seem practical, Can I put it back for a while and we come back for it? No? Too late? Touched it? Not gonna stop us from interacting with things, it's just... I think it changed our movement.
No way I can climb a ladder while carrying the ark like this.
So, can we leave the ark? Drop it? You know, just drop it. What have I done? Hey, come back. Tell me what to do with the ark. Wow. Drop through the hole? Apparently. You know where I can put this thing down for a while? Why did you set this thing down, man? Come on. Crazy talk. You don't have to carry the ark everywhere. Just have to carry it to the right place, at the right time. Gotta be something in here. Journal, September 13th. I was hoping to see Omicron today. The evacuation ordered by the people at Theta was a gift, an excuse to leave Alpha and abandon the WoW. As the storm cleared, we were swarmed by monsters that the WoW had facilitated. We were ambushed and forced back towards Tau. Lasser, Kovsky, Kotzi, and I survived. Eau Claire is in the infirmary, but it doesn't look good. November 19th. Kotzi made a run for it to check observation for anything resembling food. Going outside is beyond dangerous. It's like going to buy cigarettes in a hurricane. She came back and she had some crumbs with her. We all knew it was empty. I think she just wanted a chance to die without carrying the responsibility of taking it herself. December 25th. People from the plateau showed up. It was a group of engineers from Theta telling us they wanted to use the Omega space gun to launch something called the Ark, an artificial world that carries brain scans made from people working at Pathos 2. The idea is silly, but endearing. We all agreed to do a scan so we could take part in this afterlife. December 26th. Some of the engineers returned from Phi. Apparently, they postponed the Ark launch. They were all in a very foul mood and difficult to get any straight answers from, except for one very important thing. They all wished to remain at Tau to figure this Ark business out. They had scheduled for the climber to pick them up tomorrow. Someone would need to catch that climber to alert Omicron to what was happening. Luckily, Glasser and I were able to take on this mission. We will finally get to warn Dahl and Sarang about the critical situation at Site Alpha. Equilibrium.
The pattern has stopped evolving. The WoW has managed to find balance. I convinced SSE Volchek to turn off all external control systems, making the WoW our de facto caretaker. So far, it's exceeding expectations. Since the comet crashed a few days ago, January 12th, the WoW has dropped to a low energy state. It hasn't abandoned its duties. It's keeping climate and life support going, but it's been simplifying the pattern, redefining its protocol.
Wild growth.
The WoW has started to grow physically. It's not just the core chamber. All around Pathos 2, structure gel is bursting through the pipes and bleeding through walls. I don't know what WoW could possibly stand to gain from this, but I assume it is intentional.
The terrarium.
The heart of WoW has claimed such a large part of the core chamber that there can no longer be any question to its heightened awareness. Not only does its expansion suggest an unexpected understanding of space, but also its own physical manifestation within the world. The WoW is reaching out to every machine, every life form, to manipulate, to control. It's trying to help save its creators from all this, just like the protocol demands. But really, what is good enough? Where is the line drawn for what is human and what is not? Would walking corpses do? Would a group of machines thinking they're human be acceptable?
Apparently.
We can't trust a machine to know, to understand what it means to be. We have to terminate the WoW project. It can be done. I just need to get some help from Omicron.
Sort of like the Leviathan DLC in Mass Effect, when we find out a little bit about Reapers were created and the first harvest, basically the race who created them. An interpretation, if you will, of the directive they were given. So WoW was to protect human life, but, you know, what is human life really? Whoops! Scientists debate whether or not we should be afraid of coming advancements in AI technology. Does it really matter? There's no reason to fear AI. It'll be fine. We'll just put in safeguards and controls. And, you know, we humans never screw anything up when we're programming them, do we? We never miss anything or fail to think ahead to possible ramifications of this, that, or the other. Missed some pictures on the wall near the computer. Check. Again. I don't know if I missed any important pictures. Not everything had. Not everything was interactive. Yeah, so wait, these flickered, but I can't actually touch them, so I don't know if those are the ones you were thinking of. Looked at these, it wouldn't let me look at these. I think it's just my blurred vision making things look sparkly. This, I thought that was. Maybe we can put this thing on the lift. Yay! Finally somewhere I can ditch this thing. Woohoo! Down to the diver. it's not attached. Okay. Attached ARC 001 payload. Configuration failure. Let's hope it's all good and configured. We're not on it, as far as I know. Our brain scan, we never did anything to get our scan or Catherine's scan onto the ARC. I haven't even spoken to Catherine in a while. Sequence halted, unable to equalize pressure. Okay. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do about that. Nothing on the door. Light switch. Panel. It's just a view. Can't interact with it. Able to equalize pressure. Oh, there we go. Something. Fill! 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 Go faster? Okay, maybe that'll do. Maybe I overdid it. I overdid it. That's some manual override. And it's not gone. Let's see what's around. Okay, maybe this It was... Okay. What would possibly possess us to crawl in this hole? If we weren't conscious of being in a video game. I'm just gonna crawl in this hole. That'll be fine. Maybe it'll take me somewhere. Okay, Sea Star looks safe to crawl.
It's cool, everybody. I'm here.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're down in the deep now. You're doing all right out there? This is where it all went wrong. But it all seemed harmless. Kick the headache yet? Question for those who know without saying anything detailed. Say we have more or less than an hour to go. I'm gonna type it in chat too. Okay, that's good. I don't think we'll take a break. We'll just go through. It's kind of what I was trying to gauge. I'm cool with just playing on, and if it ends up being more than that, it'll stretch a bit, but that'll be fine. Game's got a good atmosphere right now. I don't want to break that up. Wait, Dragon, you say, "Oh no, take a break"? Really? Good break spot. Huh. Well, it is quiet. There is nothing stalking us at the moment. It does smell like a reasonably good break spot. It is the right time for a break. Okay, let's take our one break. Let's do this. Maybe we will just dog some food. Maybe we'll just take 5. Find a 6-minute, wrong mouse. Back here. Okay, I'll be back. I'll see you all in a few. Sea Star, you'll probably go to bed. Might lurk still. Feel better. Lurk if you're staying a bit. Sorry for breaking right when you get here, but it does look like we're moving in on the end of the game, and if this is our last chance for a good break, I'll take it. See you all back here in a few. Stay tuned.